A base is something on top of which a structure is built. If the base is weak, the structure falls apart. If the base is strong, the structure has greater stability and can be built taller without the risk of toppling over. As a runner, your base is your aerobic fitness. The better your base of aerobic fitness, the more solid of a runner you'll be, whether you're recreational, elite, or somewhere in between. To run fast or to improve your endurance, you must first spend a lot of time running slow. This may seem counterintuitive, but it's the volume of training that ultimately dictates your performance capacity. And in order to accomplish a large training volume, you must do most of your running at a relatively slow pace. The number of miles or the amount of time you run each week is the most important part of your training. When you run a lot, you increase your muscles' metabolic machinery needed to use oxygen. The constant repetition of the running movements also has a very important neural effect, making you a smoother runner. Think of your training as a pyramid, with the base of that pyramid being your aerobic fitness level. The bigger that aerobic base, the higher the peak of the pyramid as the base pushes the peak to a higher height. To improve your running, the biggest difference in your training from year to year must be the size of the base. Focusing on the peak of the pyramid by adding more speed work or by trying to run your workouts faster will never make you as good of a runner as first focusing on the base. Your aerobic fitness also affects your recovery. Since recovery from faster running is an aerobic process, being more aerobically fit allows you to recover faster. The amount of time or the number of miles spent running is more important than the pace you run. The duration of effort is one of the key factors that arouse the biological signal to elicit adaptations that will ultimately lead to improvements in your running performance. Therefore, your run should be easy enough that you can increase your weekly mileage over time. Instead of running the same amount every day, make some days longer than others. It's better to alternate longer runs with shorter runs rather than run the same distance every day. Some days give yourself a little more stress, some days a little less. The best way to determine how much aerobic training you need is to slowly and systematically increase your mileage from month to month and year to year, taking care to note how you respond to the training. If you're already running more than about 50 miles per week, don't increase your mileage just yet, unless your prior training and racing experience gives you reason to believe that you'll continue to improve with more mileage. Despite what many runners believe, more is not always better. More is only better if you continue to adapt to more.